Sure. Excuse me. Unbiased.
Call attention to the vendors that we have that are selling product out here. Hopefully, as the day goes on and tomorrow, you'll be thankful for their goods. We got a number of good things from soap to ADCA items to halters. Also want to thank those sponsors that sponsored all the classes. The first class that we saw today sponsored by Moses Metals, and Diane Reynolds. The second class was sponsored by Whistle Ranch from Olympus Smith. The class right now is sponsored by Rebel Ridge Farms, David Harris. I want to appreciate all the sponsors for those classes. Also, we call attention to the big sponsors that helped us put on the event. Out front, you see the Mahindra tractors that are out in front of the building. That's the tractor mart there at Springfield.
Spend a little extra time. I like the mask. I like the mask class. This is my first experience
takes an awful lot of effort, a lot of people working to put this on, and the whole organization. It also takes a lot of sponsors. So if you say, pat it back on the back and say thank you for those individuals that have sponsored classes, and with those outside vendors, mainly in the Springfield area. We've got the Tractor Line, we've got Tractor Supply, Race Brothers, Solo. They have all helped us put on this event. If you're in the local area, it'd be nice to, if you have a need, to go over and visit those people. Some of the same ones you see up here on the top of the wall of the arena. Also with MFA up in Ashgrove and from different areas, Marshfield, they've helped out putting it in. They have feed, fertilizer.
Black Dexter right here. He's using my women, man. I look at this heifer and kind of a classic look. You can leave her out here, and it's hard to find any fault with her. She's short, compact. You know, but that's the Dexter look right there. She's just perfectly made. She's great conformation, perfect balance. She looks even from head to tail, you know, nice spread along her top line. She just finishes off with a real nice back half compared to her front. You know, that's just a nice heifer right there. I kept looking at her trying to find fault, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with her. She's just a real nice heifer to win the class today. In my second place in the class, I'm going to go with this young lady right here. And at first glance, I thought this heifer maybe like a little bit of balance. She might be just a little stronger made up front, you know, kind of a little big for her front half. That in no way is going to, I think, diminish her quality as a cow. You know, if it was a bull, it might be a different story, but she's looking really nice today. She's been fitted to the max. She's really a nice effort to be second in this class. My third spot, I'm going to use this young man on the end with the oldest heifer in the class. A little bit more unique pattern you might see in the Dexter in a different color, I suppose. Really a nice heifer. Shown a lot of volume, a lot of spring and rib. Pretty well made, well balanced. Third place heifer in our class. Congratulations, young man. In the fourth spot, I'm using this young lady right here with the red Dexter. She's got a nice heifer also. Kind of got that long body, big frame calf that is kind of in a different category, and really well-made calf. It's hard to find any fault with this calf. She might lack a little bit of spring rib, a little bit of volume for as big as her frame size is, but still a really nice calf to be fit for our class today. Next, I'm going to go with this young lady up front here with the red calf. Be next in our class. And this is maybe a similar type of calf as the one that just beat her there. But this calf probably drops a little bit much from its hooves to its pins. You see that from its hip bones down to its pins. It kind of maybe lacks a little bit of that volume and muscling there for its hind quarter. Maybe doesn't quite finish out its rear half quite as good as it could. I'm going to use this young man here with the black heifer next. And he's got a real nice heifer. There's hard to find much fault with this one. Maybe again for its frame size, it lacks a little bit of volume perhaps. Maybe a little bit of finish, you know, for its rear half. I know I've used that term a lot this morning, it seems like, but maybe not quite as much volume throughout as some of the heifers that beat it in his class. And then round out the class with this young lady here with a really similar calf to the one that won the class. You can see that probably from the stands, but not quite balanced. Maybe not quite covering and showing as well, putting its feet in the right places, you know, as far as that class winner was, just not quite as balanced and well made as that one, although a really similar calf.
Okay, the next class, youth senior yearling heifer, sponsored by the Missouri Dexter Breeders Association, and we should have 5 animals in this class. That last class was won by Zane Hall.
which one? So, at the top, depth.
Well, I would remind y'all, if you're looking at this class, that number 227, Steve program was originally shown in the class above. So if you're trying to see what animals there, match them up, you have to look up one above to see which animal is there.
Stride, tails, what the need for.
Class winner, this cat really is, you can tell, that she's kind of getting along in her pregnancy and she's probably going to have a calf in the near future. Really a well-balanced calf, a lot of spring rib, and of course one has that calf in there. But really a calf that shows a lot of width across her hips, a lot of width across her pins, and you're looking at a future cow that you won't have trouble calving and will be an easy calver. But have that quality right there, so that's a good winner for a class. I'm going to use this black heifer right here in just a second to the end for second place in our cat class. It's a pretty similar frame cat to that winner. Of course, it's a little younger, obviously, but maybe not quite showing volume to be a class winner just yet. Could have a little more spring rib and maybe a little more width across her hooks and pins back there in her back half. And a good, long, big frame cat, maybe not quite volume to be a class winner. In the third spot, I'm going to use this calf here in the middle now to be third in our class. And this is a calf that shows some potential, but maybe not quite the clean look up front, maybe a little coarser than those calves that won the class, but still a nice addition to this class. Nice class with a nice calf there for third place. My 4-hole, I'm going to use this calf that's giving this young lady trouble. This is, at first glance, this calf was one that kind of had some eye appeal for me. But calf maybe it's a little bit coarse, both coarse, but also kind of putting on a little bit of fat. You can kind of see that it's getting a little cover over his ribs there, maybe kind of showing a little bit of, its growth is kind of putting on a lot of fat now. Maybe it's a little coarse for my taste, but still going to be a fine cow for this young lady in the future. So congratulations. And then round out the class,
tomorrow, that animal will be for sale. So as you're looking at these show animals and you see where they place, if you see that extra tag, you can be the owner of that animal tomorrow. So keep that in mind when you make your selection, looking at how it plays.
I think when we figure out if they're doing our lesson plan for next year, they have like probably 100 sets of books. So over the next couple of weeks, I just run the first one, that's about it. But then we can do it. That is. Thank you. Yeah, I was excited about that. But we had the sets and they had reading guides with them. Yeah, 10 to 15 bucks.
What a nice group of Dexters right here. Kind of like one of those previous classes, you've got a real nice mix of heifers you can see up here, probably the front half of the class, more geared towards the dairy side, and then maybe geared a little bit more towards the beef side, for sure towards the beef side on the rear end of the class. So you kind of take your pick, you know, what you think is the best animal regardless of its purpose. And we really have 5 nice heifers here that are going to be good cows, you know, any capacity down the road for these young exhibitors. So these exhibitors should be exhibited for raising an animal at this stage in its life, if you know how much money it takes, how much time it takes, and they've really done a nice job. I'm gonna pick a winner. I'm actually going to use this young man right here in the green 4-H jacket. It's a nice heifer that, congratulations. It's a pretty good combination heifer. You see it's got some dairy quality, it's got some beef quality, but really it's a clean look, well balanced. It's a real nice heifer that's going to be a nice cow for this young man someday. So congratulations, young man, as you lead your heifer out of the ring. Next I'm going to use this red beef Dexter down here on the end. It's just showing a whole lot of capacity. It's going to be a nice cow. You can go ahead and start leading her towards the extra young man. You got a real nice heifer there. A lot of capacity, a lot of volume. No doubt that she's going to be able to take her calf and raise it, you know, to the max. And I'm sure getting to that stage now, that's a consideration. She's got a lot of potential, a lot of volume, well balanced, big frame heifer there for size. Next calf I'm going to use is this young man right here, kind of a more combination look also. Go ahead and start leading her out of the ring. And a similar calf to that one that won the class, but maybe not quite the spring, quite the frame size for this age class, but still a nice calf that's going to make this young man a good cow someday. I'm going to use the beefier looking black Dexter next here this young lady has. That again is a pretty similar calf to that red calf that came in second place, but not quite the volume, not quite the muscling that you see in a beef Dexter. You know, of course, it's got some good dairy qualities also, but a nice effort to be fourth place in this class. And then rounding out the class, this young man's calf here that, just as far as the dairy side, is just a little bit maybe outdone by a couple of those more dairy calves in the class. Not quite the volume, not quite.
Following this class, all those first and second place winners of the previous classes, the cow classes, please start to get your animals lined up that are going to be coming in the grand champion for the cows youth division. First and second places of the earlier classes are being lined up. 7. The animal is Thomas E2 Red Brace. On the line 2 plane is represented from all the different colors. Notice today we've got a number of good assortment of people that have horns on the cows. And people have big horns, and I guess it's cold down there, so it's pretty cold. So we've just had every kind of assortment that you can have. And that's kind of one of the things that makes Dexter breed really neat.
Keep saying. She's a big kid.
I think this cow has a real nice mix of beef quality. She's also got a real nice clean udder system. She gets out and tracks pretty easy. You know, got a pretty steady gait to her there. That's important too. But really just a nice cow to win class. See, she's got horns, kind of a traditional look, and really just a good class winner. Second place, I'm going to use this red heifer, or this red cow right here. This young lady with the pigtails, got a real nice, just a big body, a lot of volume, big frame cow that, again, for a cow this size, with this much flesh on her, still a clean look, real strong memory system. You can see wide across her pins. You can tell can have no problem having a calf and making a good cow for this young lady. Third place, I'm going to use some white cow dapper on the end, and similar cow to the one we just beat for their second place, but probably a little bit coarser look, not quite the clean appearance that you see in a cow this size. Maybe a little coarser, maybe not quite as much spring volume back there for her rear half of that cow that just beats her in the class, but still a good cow for third place. In fourth place in the class, I'm going to use this young lady right here on the end with the red Dexter for her frame size. Still got a good amount of spring to her. Could possibly, if I could